He was looking at his sleeping girlfriend. Suddenly, a large number of police officers broke into the house. It turns out that the police received a report. Soon they found a lot of contraband and weapons in his house. In fact, there were 2 heavy weapons. This means he'll be facing serious criminal charges. But he didn't panic. While he was waiting for his father to save him, his father offered him a plea in order to protect the family's interests, and got his sentence reduced to 4 years. The sudden news was too much for him to handle, but at his father's insistence, he chose to accept the plea deal. At his trial, he freely admitted his guilt, but the judge concluded that he was in possession of a heavy weapon to protect his contraband. At the minimum, he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. That's when he realized he and his father had been screwed by the prosecutor. Seeing that he was about to spend the rest of his youth in prison, Jack didn't take it lying down. Using his leadership skills, he grew to become a big brother in the prison. Even started a little business. He rented magazines to his fellow inmates every day, so he made a lot of money. But all these little things he did, the police actually saw it all the time. They didn't blow the whistle on Jack, because they had a special assignment for him. Lisa wanted him to go undercover for the police, to get close to a serial killer at the maximum security filled prison, and get the murderer to tell her where the bodies are hidden. If successful, Jack would be released immediately. But Jack laughed. That prison is full of psychopathic killers and psychopaths. He turned the job down. Lisa just gave him the information. She told him to think about it. But that day, during visiting hours, his mother told Jack that his father couldn't visit him anymore because he'd had a stroke. If Jack spent 10 years in prison, he might never see his father again. So Jack's mind began to change. At night, he opened the file of the murderer, but what he didn't realize was that it made him break out in a cold sweat.